So with Gatlinburg being 2 weeks away, we have nothing, nowhere booked to stay, minimum money. The starter on this that has been going out for 2 years or roughly 20,000 miles finally crapped the bed. The Durango, which is our family vehicle slash backup vehicle, the entire steering rack blew out on it maybe 2 weeks ago. So now in 2 weeks we're taking two vehicles that currently don't run and have issues 4.5 hours away, with hoping that they work, honestly. So good news is the red Durango that we bought to fix and flip has steering rack under it, and it's got a lot of miles on it, but it's not puking fluid out in the driveway, so I'm assuming it's good. So we're gonna rip that off this weekend and throw it under our Durango, and hopefully it'll make it to the mountains and back, and then we can deal with that later. But for right now, the starter for this was only $100 for the AutoZone special Duralast. So we're gonna fix my car first because that's really cheap, and I actually know how to do that versus putting an entire steering rack under a Durango. So finally got the car lifted up because I didn't think about not being able to drive the car onto the boards to lift it up, so I had to try to single-handedly he-man the car over the boards. That was interesting, and about 45 minutes ago. But the car's lifted up and on jack stands because I don't trust my driveway because it's slanted. I didn't want to move stuff out of the garage to do this, so I'm gonna climb under here and pull the Home Depot special heat shield off and start taking everything apart, and hopefully throw the starter on before it gets dark, and then ideally finish this up tonight and be able to start driving it again tomorrow. This is the downside of having a bunch of old cars and no car payment. Everything breaks, usually at the worst possible time. Oh. That one's not exactly a normal bolt head at this point. Yeah, this car's not low at all. Oh. Oop, forgot one. Still has the massive oil on it. Too. Leave those right there so I can step on them. Now with the skid plate off, it's like any other bone stock turbo eclipse under here. I'd say that leaks a little bit. Probably gonna get that dealt with. Sarcasm, by the way. haven't blew that factory side mount out yet. I'm sure that'll happen eventually. So we're going to go from back here and attempt to get to the starter without taking this down pipe off, because I really don't want to take that down pipe off. But we'll see how that goes. There's that big beautiful starter. It's literally rusty. It's been on here so long. It's probably the original starter with 221,000 miles on it. It's gross. It's absolutely coated in what looks like you would get after some bad Taco Bell. I'm not looking forward to handling that. It's all the grease out of this axle, but still gross. Anywho, kind of hard to see, but starter is unhooked finally. That don't feel good on your arm at all, by the way. This down pipe probably should come off because that hurt. I might be bleeding, I don't know. Either way, with all that ticketed loose, now we can get the bell housing bolts ticketed off and realize the starter's not going to come through this little tiny gap and have to pull the down pipe off anyway. Because that's all that's going to go. Willing to bet money on it. Actually, I think I'm going to pull this battery tray and try to get to the wires from the top. Or the bell housing bolts, I mean, because that would have been way easier than doing that from the bottom. Hopefully none of these break. Should probably replace all these wires, these grounds while I'm in here, because if your ground wires look like that, they're not good. They're not grounding much. They're like, look like they've been on the Titanic. That's not good. Copper's not supposed to be green. Definitely want to disconnect your battery before you start taking wires off the starter, by the way, because things will get spicy very fast. Keep that in mind. It's now dark, but old starter out, new starter in, or going in. I figured that was going to be the original starter, but it's not. It's actually already been replaced once. Kind of surprising, but anywho. It's dark. We'll have an entire shop light under there, so try to get this put in now. It's actually able to, believe it or not, wiggle it right through here. And hopefully go right back in there. Hopefully. Battery was only showing 8 volts or 8 amps, so I'm hoping the starter being screwy just zapped the battery. Either that or something's hooked up backwards. One of the two. Charger's on it though, and there's no smoke, so it's a positive sign. And it's actually charging. Crankage. Yeah, I'm gonna say that just damn near killed the battery if it didn't completely kill it when that starter went out. I'll let that run for a second. And if that fixes it, I'll come out here in the morning and throw the skid plate back on it, and it'll be fixed. Car is alive. Evidently that fixed it. As long as it didn't kill the battery in the process. Oh my god, the floor mat's all wadded up. Confident going to Gatlinburg in this. Battery is charging like it should. Maybe it didn't destroy the battery. Who knows? It's back. Possibly. Get up in the morning, put the skid plate back on, and it should be fine. Been like that for like 20,000 miles. I don't think that's going to be the end of the world if that doesn't get fixed. If it does cause an issue, I'll just put my clutch in it. That'll be fine. It's kind of become a parts Durango at this point. Yeah. This did not go as planned. That one's on there. Yeah, you remember when I said it'll all come apart really easy? Don't worry, Lane. Just don't worry. That's gonna swivel at a terrible moment. What's wrong, Lane? Could not have been under it. That one does have a leak, but it's coming from that fitting right there.
I've already loosened that
Okay,
fitting.
well that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I just don't see this one having a ton wrong with it being A, they were driving it, and B, it's completely dry after sitting here for 6 months. to make a tutorial on how to change out a steering rack on a 2001 Dodge Durango / Dakota, because it's probably the same. You want the bucket?
Probably.
What's left of it?
I really need less of it.
I mean, I can make that happen.
Maybe just a hair shorter.
I can make that happen. I already threw it once this morning. Oh yeah. You want about however much that is shaved off of it?
Sure. Better hurry up. Otherwise you're gonna be all over the place.
Oh no. Dear EPA, don't watch this video. We'll just have 2 Durango stains instead of 1. That shit stinks.
Open the cap on it.
That does not smell like power steering fluid.
It's probably somebody probably mixed it with transmission fluid.
That smells awful, dude.
Oh yeah, there it comes.
That don't smell right. What does it taste like?
Oh look, you gonna try it?
Nope.
Let that drain for a minute.
I don't like that idea.